Welcome to our presentation today. We're going to be talking about Infinity Pi, the fastest growing project in the DeFi space. As you guys can see this chart, I know those of you who are into trading, you understand if it's going left and up, it's a good thing. What this is, ladies and gentlemen, it is every single input and output you can see here as this thing has grown from 0.001. Let me see where we got a little bit of. Can we mute everybody out for a second? I'm getting a little bit of feedback. We're going from 0.001 up to $2.95 today. So what does that mean for you? It means that you have an opportunity to get into one of the fastest growing projects and really take advantage of it. And I'm going to share with you today. I haven't, done this on a live call yet with the calculator, but I thought today it would make a lot of sense for me to show you guys in real money, because I don't think everybody understands the magnitude of what we have our hands on. So I'm going to go ahead and get rocking and rolling. We're going to go here and let's get into the slides. Today, we're going to be talking about Infinity Pi quantum mining. And this goes to show you what the price is. This was actually yesterday's. I didn't get to update it today. I already told you. But yesterday, you can see that it was $2.63. You just saw live, we're at $2.95. So every single day, it's been double-digit increases every single day. And we've only been mining for 9 days. Can you guys believe that? So if you're coming here today and you're like, wow, did I miss it? No, you didn't miss it. You're right at the right time. You're here at the very, very, very beginning, and we're super excited to have you. Today's session is a private session. The only way you got here, someone invited you. This session is not intended for financial nor tax advice. The purpose of this private session today is just to educate our attendees on what it is that we have our hands on to see if it can possibly be a solution to their personal situation. All information shared today is for educational purposes only. It is not intended for any tax or financial advice. Should you decide to move forward, please consult your own tax and financial professional. With that being said, we're going to talk about normally when you go to someone and you talk to them about a cryptocurrency project, they start thinking about things that they've done in the past. And, there's quite honestly, there's some problems in some of these cryptocurrency platforms. The first problem that people think about is, hey, this platform was centralized, meaning it was controlled by someone. I'll put all my money on that platform and it went away. Or there's regulations, a rug pull, meaning that you put all your money in there and somebody was able to snatch the money out and run away with it. Or somebody told you, hey, invest in this coin, it's going to go up, it's going to go up. And as soon as you get in, they dump the coins on your head. You were left with nothing. Another problem that we see is that, quite honestly, a lot of these projects run out of liquidity, right? It might be a good project. We were in a project a few weeks ago. Within 3 days, that project ran out of liquidity. Everybody thought it was great because, it's $50, let's jump in. And then guess what? In 3 days, they were out of liquidity. So that does happen. And, another problem that we see in the cryptocurrency space, that there are certain platforms that are controlled and manipulate the prices of their coin by the owner manipulating it. We're in a project earlier this year, and the coin wasn't even listed on any exchange, any markets. Yet every single day the coin was going up and up, and we kept thinking, "Wow, how is that coin going up and up and up?" We found out the owner of that platform was manipulating it. Okay, and then quite honestly, what is another issue that we have? Another issue that we have is, how do we get our eyes on projects that are really early on? And that those people that you hear about, the stories of people who have the 100,000, 10,000x, right? How do you get that? Normally, you and I get in a project that's already 6 months, a year down the road, and we can still get some gains on that, maybe 100 times, 10 times, but never that 1,000 or 10,000 or x that we've been looking for. So how do we get our eyes on a project early on? And the last thing is the sustainability and longevity of the project. Sometimes we get into projects and we feel like, oh man, this is a great project. We love how it's going along. We're compounding our money. We're seeing it grow. And all of a sudden, boom, the project is gone, vanishes, right? Those are some of the problems that we've seen in the cryptocurrency space. But ladies and gentlemen, what if there was an ecosystem or a smart contract that you can get into that was 100% of the liquidity was locked when you initially bought your first package? It was already locked. Okay, meaning nobody could run away with it. What if you could make 360% of your money back from what you originally purchased? 360%. What if it was verified that the admin keys have been abandoned, meaning nobody could go in and go back and, tinkle and mess with your smart contract? There's no reason, there was no kind of rug pull situation available because the admin keys were abandoned, meaning once they put it in place, nobody could change it. And it was verified. What if you had something like that? What if you knew that there were only 70 million tokens and you were here at the 9th day of anyone getting any tokens? The tokens were deflationary in value, and meaning they were deflationary, meaning that there'll be less of them over time due to us burning some of those. Very similar to what you see happening in Bitcoin. Why do you think Bitcoin went from 10 cent point 10 all the way up to over $60,000 at its highest rank? Because the scarcity of it, right? The scarcity of, oh my goodness, every 4 years it's halving. They're only going to create 22 million or so of those, right? And so that there's an infinite number of them, right? A definitive number that is there. So that's the same thing here. What if it was a fair launch, meaning that there was no pre-minted or no developmental tokens, the owner didn't have any tokens, the people who developed the smart contract didn't have any tokens, everybody started minting tokens just 9 days ago, meaning you are right here at the right place. There's no one that has millions of tokens that are going to dump them on your head. There's no well manipulation, meaning you cannot go out and buy millions of tokens and then flood the market with them, because every single person that gets a token in this environment has to mint it. So everybody's on a level playing field. And what if you knew that the sustainability and longevity of this project was locked for 10 years, meaning you knew you had a good 10-year run? And that lock was locked by UNCX, is the same entity, third-party entity that locked the liquidity for Ethereum. So very reputable company. And the last thing and last points I want to make on this is there's no KYC, there's no VPN needed, it's totally decentralized, there's no monthly fees, no auto ships, any of that thing, any of the little gotchas that, you get into a project and there's some little gotchas. Oh, they got you on this. And what if you knew that you can withdraw 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? If you had all of this in place, ladies and gentlemen, would you lean in a little bit closer to hear what we have? Because that's exactly what we have here at Infinity Pi Quantum Mining. All of the good stuff and left all the bad stuff out. And that's what's super exciting. This is what the ecosystem looks like, ladies and gentlemen. It's in Web 3.0. In Web 3.0, you have the autonomy meaning you can go in and no one knows who you are. You can make your free decision. You have the power to do whatever you want. You have the control. There's no censoring and all of that in 3.0. And that's where you'll see all these companies and things are moving to Web 3.0. And what this Infinity Pi community is, it starts with a decentralized app. They're going to be having several decentralized apps, and we're on the very first decentralized app. Very first one. They're going to have a whole NFT metaverse. They're going to have a lot of assets and things that you can sell and things like that. And they're going to have decentralized finance with their own Visa stuff coming out, payment system. That's already locked into your app. If you look right now, they have the keys already showing you that stuff is coming. And one of the biggest things that's going to be one of the first ones that you're going to see, because they're already testing these out, are the gaming, decentralized gaming. They're going to have play to earn. So people will be able to earn our token, the Infinity Pi token, in the gaming system. And so that you guys will get an opportunity to be a part of this at the beginning of that. And I don't know if you know, but the gaming industry is over $1 billion industry, gaming. And the people who wrote our smart contract, that's what they came out of. They came out of the gaming industry. So a lot of the terminology you're going to hear tonight will be things like the player. It'll be a lot of gaming terminology. It's a fun thing and fun environment to be in. But tonight we're going to be talking about the decentralized quantum mining system. This is a transparent, lucrative, very lucrative system where you're going to be able to exchange. You're going to be able to buy a quantum mining machine. You're going to be able to get some tokens. It's going to mine tokens for you, and then you can exchange those tokens. Very, very fair and rational. Now, just want to back up 1 second for those that are new to this environment, and you might be like, well, I don't understand what you mean. A centralized versus decentralized. A centralized platform, which is what I'm teaching you guys to move away from, A centralized platform is where you send all your funds to a platform, right? The whole system is controlled by that platform. The transactions are controlled by that platform. The withdrawals are controlled by that platform. You want to get a withdrawal, somebody has to approve it. You have to wait days to get your, or days or even hours. Some have it within hours, but most of them are days, or you can only withdraw once a week and all of that. And a lot of times, some of those centralized platforms work really well. At the beginning, it's going very, very well. You're making money. It's going good. You're inviting your family and your friends, and everybody's excited. They're getting money. You push the button, and you're getting this out and that out. And then one day you wake up and you see, oh, maintenance. Oh, they must be upgrading the system, because all the time you've been looking at this and you've been saying, wow, I got so much money on here. One day when I take out this money, oh boy, it's going to be huge, but I want to just keep compounding. You've left all your money on there. I don't know if anybody can relate to this. You looking at it and it looks really good. Oh, there's a lot of zeros behind that, right? And then you come back and you see maintenance happening and you say, okay, well, they must just be updating the system. Okay, it's all good. But you start getting that little feeling in the back of your brain. Okay, you come back the next day, maintenance. Because, man, what's going on? I don't have anybody to call. I don't know what to do. You call the person that told you about it. I haven't heard anything. You heard anything? Nope, not. I haven't heard anything. They're just probably doing maintenance. And in the next couple of days, you come back and you get a 404. What is that? 404 means page not available. It's gone, vanished. You have nobody to call, nobody to say anything. And you're like, wow, I should have taken that withdrawal. I should have done that. I shouldn't have told my family about it. I shouldn't have told this person about it. Those are things that happen in a centralized environment, folks. I'm just going to be honest with you, because we put our faith into something that could literally go out of business. Conversely, if we start working in the decentralized space where we have control over our funds in a decentralized wallet, in this particular platform, 100% of our deposits go right into PancakeSwap. I already shared with you that is locked. That liquidity is locked. You obtain authoritative certification, and you can't be tampered with. Your trading is bound by the smart contract that, again, cannot be changed. 100% of withdrawals are tied to PancakeSwap. You cannot be interfered, meaning you can go in. It doesn't matter if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Go in, PancakeSwap, and get your withdrawals. And that also, the great thing about this, for those that are new to this, everything is on the blockchain. Every single transaction is on a blockchain. When you purchase your packages on the blockchain, when you get a withdrawal on the blockchain, everything is very, very transparent. And for those of you, and many of you who've been with me for a while, already know about PancakeSwap, so I'm not going to go into the details of that, but just understand it's one of the biggest and the baddest out there exchanges, and we're super excited to have this in that decentralized environment. So I want you guys to take a snapshot of this, because in a nutshell, this is all we do. We start out with a decentralized wallet. The decentralized wallet that I recommend is called Token Pocket. You start out with the Token Pocket wallet. You're going to attach that, then put some cryptocurrency in there, some USDT on a Binance Smart Chain in there. Once you do that, you're going to connect it to the smart contract. That smart contract is out connected in PancakeSwap. It goes out and it goes and buys you a quantum mining machine. That quantum mining machine now goes to work for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It is creating for you infinity tokens. Those infinity tokens, ladies and gentlemen, will come back to you in your app. You'll see it right there in your app. You can take that and right inside of your app, take it straight to PancakeSwap, swap it out for USDT that goes right back into your what? Decentralized wallet. And you can do this over and over and over again. The money in your decentralized wallet, attach it to the smart contract that's attached to PancakeSwap, out to your quantum mining machine, start mining tokens for you. Take those tokens back to PancakeSwap, get your USDT back out to your wallet, all over and over and over again. So the players' funds are stored openly and transparently on PancakeSwap exchange. All right, and it is the safest way to do this, and it is locked. Again, like nobody could come. We can't say, oh my gosh, there's so much in liquidity here, somebody's going to take it. No, it's already locked. So that's what's cool about this. So we'll do this over and over and over again. That's as simple as it gets. Now, how do we know that this is all safe and is everything that we're saying? Because there's a company called Avi.ai. Avi.ai is a decentralized on-chain solution that goes out and it really analyzes a data house. It analyzes data on 25 different blockchains. And basically what it does is it goes out and gives reports, okay? And one of the reports that it gives out is it tells you how safe is this particular project or that particular cryptocurrency or that token. And so here's the report that came back for Infinity Pi. It said that the risk was 20%. 20% is the lowest that you could get on Avi.ai, okay? 20% is the lowest. And it goes from 20% all the way up to 100%. And why did they get 20%? Would they be at 20% because of all 12 of these things that you see here? I'm not going to read them all. You can take a snapshot and you can go out to Avi.ai, which is where we started earlier today. I had you show that. And you can go and you can verify some of this. But couple of the things I want to note for you is that you have permission to transfer your tokens at any time. You don't have to go and ask anybody for approval. You can transfer your tokens to anybody or any other wallet that you want at any time. The owner cannot manipulate the balance. That's huge. I told you about this project we were in earlier where we would go in, look at our ads, and we just didn't understand how that was going up and up. Here, the owner cannot manipulate it. It is what it is on the blockchain. And that's because the owner has admin privileges have been abandoned. This is verified by this third party, Avi.ai. There is no blacklist, meaning they can't say, well, gosh, this wallet is starting to make $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 a day. We want to put them on a blacklist not to pay them. There's none of that here. You have total control and a total autonomy in this system, and that's what's awesome. There's no transaction cooldown mechanism. What does that mean? That means when you ask for a withdrawal 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you're going to get it immediately. There's no, oh, you got to wait till next week, or you got to wait only on Fridays, or no, you can get here. You don't have 21 days to wait until you get a withdrawal. Every single day of the week, you can get a withdrawal any day. Okay. And they cannot make any additions to the smart contract. So this is all verified by a third party, and that's what has us so excited about this. So you might say, well, gosh, that sounds great. Sounds like the company is to really set it up, but how do I win? How can I win? How can I be a part of this? Because it makes a lot of sense. You can be a part of this one of 4 ways. You can purchase a mining package. It's the only way you can get Infinity tokens, purchase a mining package. There's one that costs 500 USDT that will mine for you every single day. You're going to get 0.7%, and it'll mine till you get 360% or 3.6 times, meaning 500 is going to turn into 1,800 or more. 1,000 USDT, you start getting 0.8% a day. There'll be 3.6 times, which is 360%. 2,000 USDT, you get 0.9% a day, again up to 360%. That's 7,200. In other words, you put in 2,000, you're going to get back 7,200 or more. And 5,000 is the one that I highly recommend if you're able to do it. And that's not just, I'm not just telling you that because it's the biggest one on here. I'm telling you that because it makes the most sense, because you're going to get 1% a day, and that's going to give you 360%. It's going to give you 18,000 or more. And why do I say the or more? It's because you're earning in static and dynamic, meaning you're going to get a static number of tokens every day, but that number can increase dynamically based on the price of that token. And as you saw that graph, it kept going up and up and to the right, right? And so I want to just explain to you, what do I mean? If a user purchases 5,000 quantum mining, their daily static income will be 50 units worth of Pi tokens. But now let me explain the dynamic part. And I have not done this yet because I tried not to do it because it might seem like an enticement, but I don't think people understand. So I'm going to go out here and I'm going to go to, and I'm going to go here and, this is just an ad. I'm going to go here and I'm going to show you on a calculator just on the money that you're getting every day and why this is so powerful. So what I did, if you guys can see my screen, it was an ad there. I hope the ad is gone off your screen. What I did is I said, let's say you did purchase a $5,000 miner and you're getting 50 units a day, $50 a day. And I was just going based on if it was $1. Okay. So we guys already know it's more than that. And I showed you earlier, when I showed you the first slide, you saw that every day it was double digits, right? The increase has been double digits. I want to be ultra conservative. It is going at 14, 15, 19% a day. I want to be ultra conservative. I'm going to go down to 7% a day. And I'm only going to say for 90 days. I'm not saying for years and 5 years. I've been in presentations where people put 5 years and, you're going to be this multi-billionaire. No, I want something easy. Anybody can do anything for 90 days. And what happens is that every day you get that 50, right? You're going to get 50 more every day. So 50, I'm only talking about the 50. Now, I'm not even talking about the 1% that you're getting, but just let's talk about what happens to the money as it compounds every day. If you left it in for 90 days at just 7%, and again, we're making more than that, I want to show you guys what it calculates out to be. 336,000. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing here? I didn't do this because I don't like to do calculators because it might entice people to say, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm just sharing with you what the possibilities are as this thing continues to grow. And if you were to, let it compound in there and not take out some. However, I do want you to take out some of your money. I don't want you to not take out, right? I want you to take out some of your money, but that's the power of compounding. That is the power of daily compounding, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, of course, you're going to have to purchase another mining package, once your original one gets to 18,000, but you guys can go out there and you can play around with it. But when I saw that, I was like, I have to share this because I don't think people get it until they see the real numbers. And it's absolutely exploding. With that being said, that's all the passive. If you're here just for the passive part of it, that concludes the passive side of that. If you're like me and you like to share good news with others, I'm going to talk to you about really taking your income to the next level with the direct referral and indirect referral rewards. This is sharing. It's not required, but it is allowed. And I'm happy that it is allowed. If you share this with other people, you're going to be rewarded handsomely every single day. So in this example, let's say you shared it with 5 people. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to open up 5 generations for you. So if you shared it with me, I was your first generation. Every time I earn, you earn. You earn 10% every day of everything that I earn. And let's say I go out and I share it with someone. Let's say I share it with Sandra. Sandra, you don't even know Sandra, but Sandra comes in on your level 2 generation. You're going to get 4% of every time Sandra makes money, you make money. Every time I make money, you make money. Sandra goes out, she shares it with Sheila. Sheila comes in on your 3rd generation. You didn't know Sandra, so you definitely don't know Sheila. But every time Sheila earns, you get 2%. And so on and so forth, ladies and gentlemen. That's how powerful this is. And it might not sound like a lot, but let me just break it down. If I were to purchase a 5,000, you referred me and I purchased a 5,000 miner, every day I'm getting 50 units, let's say, because let's just pretend it's only $1, make it easy. Every time I get 50 units, you're going to get 5 units because that's 10, you get 10%, 50 times 10, 5 units. Ladies and gentlemen, if those 5 units are $1 today, you just made $5. But again, tomorrow, I'm going to get the same 50, you're going to get 5. And let's say that tomorrow that is $2. Now you're really making $10 off of what I did yesterday, and then at $5 off of today. And guys, you got to see how amazing that is and how, as the token goes up, how much greater this is. And it's so phenomenal. And if you like sharing it with one person or a few people, and those few people like to do the same thing, you create a community. The community, you'll start to get some rewards ranking from V1 all the way to V6. That'll give you an additional 5% all the way to 50,000. Now I'll just start with the first one. The first one is to get to 20,000. 20,000, that's anything outside of your biggest leg. To get ranked, you got to exclude your biggest leg, your power leg, but anything else can go toward that 20,000. So you might say, well, gosh, 20,000 sounds like a lot. I want you to take 20,000 and divide it by 5,000 in your calculator. 20,000 divided by 5. How many people is that? 4 people in your entire community can get you to V1. You might say, well, Marshonda, I don't know people who have 5,000. What if you took 20,000 and divided it by 1,000? That's 20 people only in you and your entire community, 20 people who want to put their money to work for them. That's tired of working so hard for money and they want to put $1,000 to work. Guess what? That makes you a V1. Once you do that, I'm sure you can show 2 people to do the same thing. When you show 2 people to do the same thing, you become a V2. You start getting an additional 10% off of your entire organization. How cool is that? Every single day they get paid, you get paid. They get paid, you get paid. That's how cool this is. That can continue all the way down through V6. And I'm going to talk to you about, there is a little cutoff there. If someone below you becomes a rank, the same rank, or let's say in this example, you have 2 people who became a V1 for you to become V2, then you'll take 20 minus 5 to get your difference. You're going to be making 15%, right? If they became V1s. So just know that. But when you become a V5 or V6, they're still going to give you 5% of those levels. That's when your organization starts really growing. Let me put some real money to it because I know that doesn't make a lot of sense. So I like to see numbers and I like to be ultra conservative. Could you agree with me that over time, your organization is going to grow to 50,000? If you don't believe that, put 50,000 in your calculator, divided by 5,000. That's just 10 people. Do you believe that over time, 10 people would be, is doable? Am I not showing my screen? I'm getting a, hold on.
Yes, you're showing it.
Oh, okay.
Showing it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I thought somebody was texting me that they wasn't seeing. Okay. All right. So 10 people. So that's 50,000. Those 10 people, when you get your 50,000, let's say, and I'm going to be conservative again, let's say they all were like $500 people. $500 gets 0.7% mining. That's 350. You get 10%. That's $35 a day. Every single day extra for you, extra. And even if the coin doesn't appreciate, that's $35 extra a day. Ladies and gentlemen, that's over $1,000 extra a month. How many guys okay if I snuck an extra $1,000 in your bank every month? Of course, right? Now, what about it if it's reasonable to believe that if you're going to get to 50, you're going to ultimately get to 100,000. Again, same kind of scenario. Let's say they're all $500 people. That's 0.7. Again, I want to be conservative. Of course, we know that you're going to have some 5,000. There's going to be some 1%ers in there. It's going to be some 0.8%, some 0.9, but let's be conservative, 0.7. That's $700 a day they're making. You're getting 10% of that. That's $70 extra a day. Ladies and gentlemen, if the coin just appreciates just 25%, and you guys are seeing that the coin is appreciating that in just 2 days, right? But let's say that you're $88 a day, 25%, $88 a day, times 30, that's $2,600 a month extra. It's reasonable to believe that eventually it's going to get to $500,000. Again, same kind of thing. Now we're talking about $525 a day. $525 a day, ladies and gentlemen. How many could use it? Put it in your calculator. 525 times 30. That's $15,000 extra a month. If the coin appreciates just 50%, that's $788 a day. A day. We're talking about daily earnings, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not going to even go over to the right because you guys can see those numbers. And if I say them, they'll probably be like, oh, you were enticing me to come. Because we're talking about some real life-changing income here with this awesome opportunity. So with that being said, you might say, well, gosh, how do you know that this is going to go on? Because they have certain things already in place inside of the smart contract. The first thing that they have in place, if you do want to transfer your tokens to an internal token transfer, it's at 3%. If you transfer to one of your teammates or whoever back and forth, there's a 3% transfer fee. When you go to claim your tokens, there's a 5% claim fee. 2.5% goes to the DAO partners, 2.5% goes to technical operations. When you go out to Pancake Swap and you're swapping it back for USDT, there's a 10% slippage they want you to use. 5% of that goes to burn the tokens. The other 5% goes to technical operations. I want to tell you guys this funny story. I was in class today, and it's a marketing class, an AI, artificial intelligence marketing class. And I told the people, I was like, I need an idea about cryptocurrency, and I want to, I want to start advertising, talking about that. And there was only 3 in my little group that showed up on the after call. And they were like, what is it? What is it? They were all wanting to know what it is. But of course, I was on somebody else's line, so I didn't say anything. But what I'm saying to you guys, what we have, people want. People want. I just said, it's just making your money, putting your money to work for you. What we have, people want. All we have to do is open up our mouths and share it. And here's the other great thing about this. In the tokenomics of this, I told you that there was only 70 million. Every time that you swap in Pancake Swap, and you can do it anytime you want, if you swapped out, sold 1,000 tokens, 50 of those will be burned. Remember, there's a 5% burn rate every single time. So when the trading volume gets to 1 million, you talk about 50,000 tokens being burned. And if they do that for 100 days straight, that's 5 million tokens being burned. So that's why we're already knowing that this puts upward, pressure, because less supply, more demand, it makes the price go up, right? And that's how this thing is absolutely going bananas, from 0.001 on September 9th to, what did I show you guys earlier? Almost $3. Probably will surpass $3 today. Again, only 70 million ever in stock. And these down here, just so you understand, these people cannot get these tokens all in one bash. So you don't have to worry about somebody dumping them on your head. There's 2.5% per month for the next 40 months. So those tokens are going to come out very slowly, right? So just understand that. They thought that the price by the end of this year was going to be 10 cents. We blew through that. They thought the second quarter was going to be $1. We blew through that. The next projection was $10 by the end of next year. We're probably going to blow through that probably about the first or second quarter of next year, maybe sooner at the rate that we're going. This thing is absolutely exploding. Again, I just want to wrap it up by saying the first thing you do, you purchase a mining machine. 100% of your funds go into Token Pocket. 100% of your funds go into the liquidity pool through Pancake Swap. And then you're going to start mining. It's going to get you a mining machine. You'll start mining 0.7 to 1% a day. You'll get those tokens. You can swap them there in Pancake Swap. And once you get to 360%, you can reactivate and buy you another mining machine and just start this over and over and over again. I was talking to one of my friends. I said, I have a question. If you gave me 5,000, but I gave you back 18,000, how many times would you do that? What? There's like, what? I said, yeah, if you gave me 5,000 and I gave you 18,000 back, how many times would you come bring me 5,000? She was like, all the time, over and over and over again. I said, that's exactly what we have here. You bring $5,000 to the party, you're going to take out 18,000 or more, as we saw, the or more, right? We don't want to, tell people that it's going to absolutely every day it's going to be this big, huge, run, but we're on it right now. So every day that you wait, you're missing out on the appreciation of your token. Yeah, every day that you wait, you're going to still get the same number of static, but it's the dynamic that you're missing out on. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is, I want to get through this in 30 minutes. I just want to wrap it up. All you need to do is purchase one of these mining packages, put it to work, and it will go to work for you. Just want to wrap up and let you know what we have. We have consistent daily returns. Again, just wrapping it up, our liquidity is locked for 10 years. Everything is on a blockchain. It's very, very transparent. There's no monthly fees or auto ship. Immediate withdrawals are available. There's no waiting. This is passive income. You do not have to recruit in order to get paid, and you're going to be guaranteed 360% plus the token appreciation. So please get started now. Every day that you wait, it is costing you money. And that's truly facts, facts, facts. So with that being said, I'm going to stop my screen share. Oh, I'm going to go. Let me show you guys how beautiful the app is really quickly. And then I will wrap up this call, and I'm going to help our friend here that I already tried to make a co-host. That was funny. Get him going. Join. Let me show the app so you guys can see how awesome it is. It's something that you'll be very proud to show. Real quickly. Share screen. Okay, So you'll just go inside of your token pocket. I'm going to go all the way out so you can see from the beginning. So if you're in your token pocket, all you need to do is to go down here to discover. You're going to put the link up there. I already have it here, so I can just click it. It'll open up. It'll ask you to connect your wallet, but because I was already on this one, it already connected it. And then it'll tell you, it's very, very nice. It's so pretty. And it'll tell you, different things that you have here. And it also shows you, here's how you can buy whatever package you want. So when you send someone your link, all they have to do is they can buy the package here. Your invite link is there. They tell you the price of the token right now. It's really nice. And then it also has a little pie chart showing you how this has been going. You can go down to income. It'll tell you what you made for the day. It'll tell you your organization in here. It'll tell you which package you have and how much is in this organization, right? And then it'll go here and it'll tell you how many tokens you have and how much USDT is worth, right? And so that's really, really cool. And then over here, it is your pancake swap is inside of your app. I already told you that. If you want to go out to your to BSC scan to look at your any transactions, any of this stuff is already put into your app. I did share with you guys that they're going to be doing some new things. If you come out here, you can already see the gaming and the pay is already put in here. So those are the next couple of things that they're going to be doing. If you have multiple accounts like I do, you can switch accounts. I'll try to go down to another and just pick an account. It doesn't really matter. Switch this one, come down to this one. You can switch accounts just right inside of Token Pocket. That's why we suggest Token Pocket. You can go right in here, connect the wallet, use my fingerprint, and I'm inside. And again, it'll tell you how much. It'll go in here and it'll tell you how much is in it. It'll tell you, how much you earn a day in the token part. And then it'll tell you how much these tokens are worth. Okay, same thing over and over again. I just picked a couple of accounts that's, in here so you guys can see that if you want to have multiple accounts, you can. But that's as simple and as easy as it is for you to come and go through here. That's it. That's all I want to show on here because we are recording. And that's it. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to stop the recording. If anybody has any questions or comments,